All right, now we're set. Now we're set. Send a link to the 90 waiting over there. Oh, crap. You lie. Alright, sent it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Okay. 94. I think we're good. I think we're good. Am I good? You guys audio check, video check? Yes. Enough waiting. This kind of means that we might be able to go a little bit over too. Ready to roll. Okay. Beautiful. Well, so if you're in the server, welcome. I forgot to open up the sports channel last night or over the weekend early, so like my bad. I meant to do that for the weekend, especially on like a red week. I feel like it's definitely a plus. By the way, if you're in the server, there's a lot of free what do you call? I guess like free stuff. If you're hanging out, you can at me in the server always, but weekly trade plan typically gets posted here. But you can move over to like daily watch lists. These are like intraday trades. I guess if you're, oh, there you go. Some of you guys are watching. If you're not sure how to use this, click this little hyperlink. This will take you to a little website. It'll kind of walk you through how to use it. And this is just live TA as the day goes. By the way, though, this is all automated, so this is actually not me. This is part of our team. This is actually all like super live automated. If you're wondering what the server actually looks like, this section right here. Actually, if you see all of these things on my screen, there's a ton of channels. But like day trades, swing trades, long-term stuff. I haven't opened this, so you guys might not see this. This is one of my partners, actually, Graham, who's been here since I actually learned how to trade with him. So if you ever see him pop up in chat, by the way, he's like high school buddy. He and I learned to trade together. He went in the route of Forex way back when, but really kind of just retired. And as we're building up School of Gains, the next one, he's like, dude, I'm so bored, because he's like, I'm done by 8:30 working. What to do, really? And I was like, dude, help me out with School of Gains. So, absolutely. So if you see him pop up, that's Graham. I think he just entered a trading competition. We'll see. He probably doesn't want me to say that. But this is what our like team generally looks like. Some people you'll see, a lot of people like Sam, Bishop, Brendan. Some of these are long-term. Anyways, that's what's in the server, at least a piece of it. And then we'll have like planned trades, etc. that I may not catch in time, but basically trades before the trades start. Anyways, let's get on with today. Let me get back to the free alpha channel so I know you guys are talking. All you see is my splash screen. Oh, let's change screen. It should be like entire screen. How about that? Do you see now? Do you see yourself talking? Oh, you know what? That's a Discord thing. It's a streamer mode. They won't show it. Damn it. All right, it'll be in the video. I can't stream the server while you're in Discord. Drag a window. Do you guys actually want to see it? How about now? Oh yeah, all right. So this is what I was saying. So like so this section, trading team, you would see like my trades, swing trades, day trades, long-term stuff. Graham is the guy I was talking about just now, Graham Raton. But he and I grew up together and learned how to trade together from way back. Jesse, Ace is this is Ace with the watermelon. That's my boy. Sam, Duke. A lot of people here, but this is what the full team looks like. And in the meantime, you know, like this stuff is what I was saying: weekly trade plan, daily watch list, free analysis, all this kind of stuff. This is fairly automated, but it is it's automated, but they're part of the team. Like there's a little kind of like automated newsletter. If you want, you could click this. Yeah, we really grew up together. But yeah, just like a quick overview, what's going on. This one will actually give you a couple trades every week. And it'll be updated. Here's what's going on. But total gain, average gain. It's actually pretty cool. This is like daily trading. If you want to be a day trader, here's a couple things that the team is looking at. Robinhood was kind of an obvious. I mean, I say obvious, but these were both bang bang. Ready to roll, already there, already at targets. And if you're confused on like how to use this, click these little hyperlinks. Pretty just basic walkthrough of how these things work. Pretty cool though. And this is live TA. But again, this is not actually me, but this is the team. It's all fairly automated. This will come live as things are breaking. Daily watch list comes out in the pre-market. Market movers, this is just earnings and stuff like that, economic calendar. And then the weekly trade plan. So preview to Miss Cleo if you're into that. Some are not, but that's okay. Now we can see it is working. All I know is that Robinhood has like effectively gone off of my screen. Looks like it's 140, and yeah, money. But anyways, I'm going to take that down for right now. So, because we're back into it, right? So this is the deal. So this is what we're here for today. I don't really trade on Mondays, if you weren't familiar with that. But it's mostly because I'm an options trader. You can trade on Mondays if you want, but I typically don't. It's just me. There we go. Current slide. But what I do like to do is usually around the lunch hour right about now is when the market kind of takes a breather, kind of digests what's actually going on. Because Monday morning tends to be a bit of a like knee-jerk reaction. So that said, kind of take a minute to look at the headlines. Really, it's Trump and Xi. That was over the weekend. Scheduling the meet. This is, I think, what's kind of leading a lot of this rally today for right now. There are a lot of other things under the covers that are happening too. Look, we're heading into earnings season, so it makes sense that we were gonna kind of like rally into this next couple weeks. The one thing I would say for me personally is that we actually have CPI scheduled on Friday, which means that we may have some government shutdowns, government coming back online. And if we get flooded with a lot of data all at once, that would be the one thing I would say to watch out for this week. It's not on my bullet point list here, but it is definitely one where I would say, hey, look, this is a possible thing. It's probably going to be a buy the dip opportunity if we get it. But the only thing that would hold me back this week from pressing heavy longs is just the fact that, hey, look, it's possible that we get a flood of economic data that the market's been kind of like waiting for a while. And I don't really know how the market's going to digest that. At the end of the day, if the market does go down near term, personally, I'll probably look at it as a buying opportunity, which means that maybe, just maybe, I have a little bit better prices on the horizon. Not 100%, you never know, but that's what I'd be potentially cautious about. So for now, it was this headline: 90-day delay on import duties. I think for both, right? Trump threatens retaliation for China's soy, and it started off this, and then China retaliates with rare earth export controls, and then we landed a 90-day delay. And this is bullish, generally bullish, and I think I'm not sure when, but very soon, maybe this week, we're supposed to get a meeting between the two. In terms of other data, look, home builder sentiment climbs to 6-month peak. I do have a long trade on that, or at least on the depot, before everybody goes out and buys their Christmas trees, for sure. That's like an annual trade. I opened it a little bit early this year, which I think ends up working out a lot better. Possibly a little aggressive, but I think that could be a full-blown kind of reversal. Last week, if you weren't watching, there was kind of like this regional bank credit issue. One or two banks kind of got slapped. I think it was like Zion's and a couple others. But generally speaking, credit crisis not as bad as expected is the major kind of like backlash on that. Even I think it was like Josh Brown this morning. He goes like, "Oh, JP Morgan top pick," but really, look, not a big deal for right now. So KRE is the regional bank ETF. I think that's rebounding a bit today. Also IBB, which is between these two ETFs, the KRE regional banks and the biotech sector, which is catching a huge bid right now based on really the rate acceleration. The acceleration of rates dropping would be what's really fueling these two, I say, industries. And between the two, they're actually about nearly 50% of IWM as a whole. So this is kind of a positional trade that I've been like preparing for a while. It still can be choppy, but this is not like a near-term kind of theme. I think that theme generally will stick around for a while, whether it's home builders or biotech. But those two industries, if you will, I think catching a bit of a bid, and after I don't know how many, like 10 years of being suppressed for a while, may actually show some serious signs of life. ArcG, there you go. And if you're not sure why or how, it's very much a rate play, because these two sectors, these two industries are very tied to the rate of let's say rate decreases. The rate of rate decreases, the velocity of rates coming down, which, by the way, is not a short-term thing. That's like a year and a half maybe theme that I think will continue to play out for a while. So anyways, I think that's that. I'm not expecting anything crazy right now, but I think that's a general theme that will start to kind of rise the tide of IWM as a whole. Other than that, any of would ISRG be biotech? No. Intuitive Surgical would be med tech. Is a little bit different because that's more robotics and hardware. So if you go into like the headlines section of the server, you'll see a lot of biotech just like catching crazy bids. But IBB as a whole, I think headlines. I use like open outcrier a lot, but more AWS stuff. Like top movers. You know what? Oops. Bard, Google. Who uses Bard? Oh, there is Gemini. Bard chart. Not the commitment of trader, but pre-market. Anyways. Maybe we go Finviz. Believe this guy. Such a small sector, healthcare. Plan, medical. So yeah, ISRG would be in medical devices. We're looking for biotech. It'd be real small. Distribution. It's this guy. Vertex. Moderna. 7%. Good night. And a lot of like major movers this morning. We got some news this morning on AWS, or not AWS, on SMCI and XAI. I think this is I call it a secret deal. I don't know if it's really a secret deal or not. This is like my main near-term trade, if you will, but the headlines I saw were 900 million. I got some comments on X were like 9 billion. If you circle back and see like, okay, what is the XAI? So I just put Elon's secret SMCI deal. What is the XAI? None of us are secret. Yeah, cool. They do. I think they do want them to kind of. I don't know why they haven't just like released similar to Dell. Probably because they got such a bad rap for doing so many epically massive like pre-earnings announcements in the past. But if they didn't have that kind of scar tissue as a company, I guarantee you they would be pre-announcing some crazy deals. But the XAI I think has about 20 billion in allocated funds for this next rollout. And I believe SMCI currently still has about half of that. And also I think Dell's doubling their forecast was essentially their piece of it, and then SMCI has really said nothing. So still, to me, it's just unconfirmed, but not having said anything officially. I think that once that comes out, it's probably gonna be 66 plus. For me on my charts, I had like 66 to 68 for that first pre-earnings kind of move. They'll probably say something sooner than later, but and then chop around from there. So very near 70. If we see 70 near term, it's probably top E-esque. But I think long term, it's still even at 55 trading at a stupid low price point. So $50, near $50 last week was basically Liberation Day levels, which we hadn't seen in a lot of stocks in a very long time. So anyways, that's on that one. More news still to come. I don't think this is just one deal. I think there's probably gonna be a whole lot more, but that's SMCI. I think that'll finally start to turn the corner here. And then AWS outage, clearly affecting me, clearly affecting a lot of, I haven't even tried to trade right now. I know I had a little stuff in Hoodie, I call it Hoodie, my little Hood account that was locked, and I don't think I'm able to do any. Are you guys able to trade right now? I think it's still locked up here. Yeah, I can't stream. I'm sure TOS is really working. Oh, Evan's texting me. It's not. Yeah, TOS is working perfect. I don't know what hoodie needs to do to get really up to speed, but this is more growing pains in general. Look, it's something that happens to pretty much all brokerages. I really wouldn't stress on it or trip on it. Bo Nick's also working on the giant. Yeah, true. Yeah, there you go. As hoodie's up 7% now. Yeah, 140. That's insane. But the fact that so many people were talking about this hood, Weeble, whatever, being down, I'm like, dude, retail as a whole, there really are a lot more retail traders than ever before. I will say that. And just the fact that, like, it becomes a big deal when Robinhood isn't working, like, correctly is just, like, that's still so bullish to me. And to see so many people talking about it, it's like, okay, we still have a lot of room. Probably a long ways to go. I don't know that they're going to get a lot of the, transfers over. Like, I can't transfer. But just the fact that, look, they're still holding the momentum, still gaining new traders and new money. Like, it's pretty intense. But yeah, it's not just Robinhood. Any cloud native application that you use is having serious issues. I don't know that YouTube's ever going to work anymore, or going to work today. We'll see. But they're clearly working on it. So much for 5 nines is what they used to call this. Your uptime reliability, 5 nines. Another one I picked up this morning is nbis. I bought some stock. I haven't bought this in a long time. Just nibbled. I don't know if there was a headline dragging that one down. I wish I had Evan here. But if you guys know if there was a headline on nbis, I think there's a new data center coming out. So it didn't make sense why it would be down. We are at maybe 1.9 right now. Yeah. You know what we're talking about. orcl and crwv down too. I can't figure out why. Maybe because nobody can buy anything. But I bought those. I didn't buy orcl. I'll take a look at orcl. I do see crwv. We can take a look at those. I'm going to earmark those for now. So nbis, orcl, and crwv for the for the charts that we'll look at later on today. Last headline I didn't want to do. The Koreans are online buying us. Last headlines I want to do was there's a meeting scheduled with Trump and Putin to meet. I saw the headline as they're scheduled to meet on Halloween, which means that between now and then we might get some more back and forth banter, which looks like I'm seeing already start on X. So just a heads up with that. That's a lot of oil noise too. So if you're in any oil trades, I do have some of those on. It might get a little choppy over there. Net, this is seasonality. This is let's not use this one. This is a 4-year cycle, but we are in October, which generally is green. Generally, over the last 20 years, this is 100-year seasonality. So October generally green, but very choppy, right? And we're basically right here on the 4-year election cycle. So if you're not familiar with the election cycles and seasonality and how that ties into seasonality, the stock market runs on a 4-year cycle, which is the presidential cycle. So year one, for the first year, this is where we are. We're coming off of a year, since the beginning of the big bull market that was 3 years ago. So we're on 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th year of this major, bull cycle. So, looks like we have a little bit more to go. Next year could see we have a planned little dippy dip, but we'll see how high we get from there. Because here to there, I don't know. This might go more like this, and then that, which is still going to be higher than where we are right now. And then year 3 and year 4. So if there's big nasty dip buys, it's going to be heavily into next year for me. But that's long term. That's like 3-5 year kind of viewpoint. Anyways, earnings season is in full force. We got 5 so far, the Dow 30 components. I do track these. So I tracked the Dow 30, which is like the largest companies in the market. So you take it for what it is. But last quarter we had 25 beats, 5 misses. That's actually pretty good. We've been trending about that for the last year. So nothing changing here on this front. I do think that this quarter, especially when it comes to some of those tech stocks, is going to be like absolutely epic. We know definitively like Dell, SMCI revenues are going to be through the roof. But everybody else we'll have to see. Some I think we have Coke and some of your staples not doing the greatest at the moment, but that's more of like the dollar kind of moving things. So that said, let me just make sure I don't go too far on this. One more slide here. So this week, and then I'll swap over to a different view and we'll take a look at the actual calendar. Net, look, we don't really have anything. I was listening to CNBC this morning and I forgot who it was. Somebody was talking about the possibility of the government opening up this week. I'm like, we shall see. This thing has been pushed off like every time I take a look at it. But we do have some data scheduled to come out this week. So Red Book, if you're not familiar, that's like retail sales stuff. We have oil status report. The bond market is not shut down at all. So 20-year bond on Wednesday. 20-year bond on Wednesday. Existing home sales on Thursday. And then this is the one. Friday we're scheduled to get CPI. And I'm like, if we do get a lot of, geez, I guess if we do get a lot of data coming soon, that's the one piece where I'm like, okay, that might be a little weird. So, you know what, let's do this. Let's, instead of going here, let's go ahead and take a look at Evan's profile, our boy. It's just easier for me to click it this way. Since he's not here, he always posts this, so there's a couple. So Lux Algo we can watch, but Evan's been doing this Seeking Alpha one, Catalyst Watch, that's a little bit, that's kind of helpful. First thing he put was earnings season is back. So yeah, so banks are in full swing, that's for sure. Here's the calendar for this next week, this current week. So it looks like we have Coca-Cola tomorrow morning, GE, 3M. Netflix is the first, AGNC, Netflix is the first tech stock that always goes, and that's Tuesday after the close. So you see Netflix up a little bit today. I think their most recent upgrade was like in the 13s. I don't usually trade Netflix because the first one of its kind, meaning like when you go through earnings season, they report in groups. So like all the banks will report at once, and then all the tech companies will start to report at the same time. And the first ones that report are usually the most volatile kind of movers. So Netflix tends to be fairly volatile. We'll see how that goes. And then Tesla, GE Vernova, Wednesday morning, which is different than GE Aerospace. CME, not nearly as interesting, but that would probably be tied into Robinhood potentially. Tesla in the morning, or Tesla Wednesday afternoon, which leads us to Thursday. So I don't know how Tesla's gonna do. This is gonna be an interesting one. IBM has been. I could take a look at the stock, but we'll see. Lam Research is probably good. SAP and some airlines are coming out after that. So Netflix really kicks it off. It says, hey, look, tech is coming. Texas Instruments is actually a huge component in IT, I guess, or in the sector. IBM, I don't even know what to expect for IBM, but this one is actually a stealth mover. This moves quite a bit on earnings. Freeport, some Valero, some refiners. Intel after the close. I don't know if I'd be interested in this. I might take a look at Intel. Intel does move a lot. And then oil. And then more oil. HCA is kind of under the radar. Sanofi. These are both biotech. So yeah, so we have a lot this week for sure. Monday, I don't know why Reddit's up here, but that was a chart that actually I've been watching for a little bit. Dividend for Dell, CBS, and Procter & Gamble coming. I don't see anything here. Netflix earnings after the close. Vlad speaking at his TED AI conference. I don't think it has anything to do with Robinhood, but I did see him post about this not too long ago. So notable. So GERS, yeah, a lot of earnings. So Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, we're hot and heavy in earnings. I might start trading this soon. I have a system that we trade for earnings. Samsung TED AI conference in San Francisco. Looks like Oracle, HP, and eBay will also be there. It might be interesting. Maybe I'll watch that. Disney's raising prices of Disney Plus, ESPN streaming services. Oh my God. You know, another super bullish thing. Does anybody here subscribe to Sunday Ticket? Like the NFL Sunday Ticket, Red Zone or whatever it's called? Do you have any idea how much that is? If I want to watch NFL games, gets Sunday Ticket. This thing? Oh, this is a lot cheaper than what I was looking at. It looked like 400. I think is this cheaper? This was a lot more expensive last time I looked. It's not horrible. I don't have YouTube TV. Yeah, I think you do. So NFL Sunday Ticket plus YouTube TV. $380 a year. Plus $83 a month for YouTube TV. So you have to get, so this is the Sunday Ticket, plus you have to add $83 a month for YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket only. There you go, $480 a year. Or I guess you could go $85 a month. This is just Sunday Ticket. This is literally just the Sunday games. I'm like Saturday, Sunday games. Like Sunday games. That's crazy. NFL Red Zone. Is that the same thing? Every touchdown. Yeah, no, this is it.
YouTube is the exclusive home.
But this is expensive, man. And I'm like, all right. I guess good job Google, but that's crazy. And yeah, if that's how much the Red Zone is, Sunday Ticket, I'm sure Disney can probably increase the ESPN streaming services. Do they also? I haven't gone to Disneyland in a long time. I was thinking like, can I expense Sunday Ticket and then stream it in the server? That would be cool. But I think we tried to do something like that before. Like we tried to stream a game or was it a game or a fight, some kind of event, and it just did not work. So yeah, they blocked that like right away. Philip Morris earnings call Tuesday. Mary Tesla earnings day. So that's Wednesday after the close. Lamb Research is really interesting. It's probably gonna be good, but I'll take a look at the chart. Boston Scientific, LVS, also interesting. Shareholder, CVE, anything major? Yeah, just mostly Tesla earnings call. Updates on robotaxi service, implications for Uber and Google. It was a UFC fight. Yeah, it was. It didn't work out though. I think Thursday, Friday. Oh, Evan's saying the same thing. We may be getting CPI because it's on the calendar. But I'm with him too. Because who knows at this point? Because that's assuming that the government is open. I haven't looked at the prediction markets. Has anybody looked at prediction markets to see if those odds have changed in terms of the government shutdowns? That'd be interesting. Look, I placed one bet that the government was not going to be shut down for the military paychecks. Yeah, that didn't work out, and then I'm like, I'm done. I'm walking away from this one. But maybe like a Kalshi update on the fact that they have CPI scheduled to come out on Friday would have to assume, you would have to assume that the government's going to be open. So, I don't know, maybe that's a layup or a hint. But I don't think the prediction markets are actually changing this right now. At least if I could see it. But I cannot because hoodie's down. Is Kalshi down? Kalshi. What was the other one? Oh yeah. So the prediction markets definitely jumped on the potential rumor that they're going to. Yeah, these definitely changed. It looks like things change at about 20 days. No, it's 20 days today. Forecast is 35 and a half days is what the Kalshi is predicting that the government will be shut down, which is down 8.1 days from yesterday, or from the last reading. So it dropped eight days. So they think it's gonna be shut down. There he goes. Percent. Pass it. Pass it. That's the one. That's the one. There, I'll just screenshot Kalshi. Which is this. So we're saying 8 days less than the last time we checked. So 35 and a half days, which is not where we are. 13 million volume, there you go, yeah. Alright, so that's Friday. Friday's scheduled to have CPI, we'll see. GlaxoSmithKline, I can never, GSK. I hate these FDA action dates. But if you're going to trade biotech and biotech's going to be a thing, you have to watch these calendars. That's how these things move. It's not even technicals. They move off the calendar. Coffee Innovation Summit. Pete's is Dutch Bros. I'm kind of excited for this new Dutch Bros that's going to be open up soon. Near me. I'll definitely go over there. Where's Dutch Bros? On No Coffee Innovation Summit? Wow. Rude. I guess they're not global. Yeah, Procter, General Dynamics, HCA. Yeah, so this is the stuff. If we get overloaded with economic data at the end of the week, that's just going to be kind of volatile. So we'll see how that shakes out. It would be like Thursday, Friday, if we do get it. And this is, oh, like now he's got Wolfie posting it. So this is what the calendar looks like. So everything here, new home sales. Wednesday or Thursday we usually get jobless claims, but there it is scheduled for Friday, CPI. I don't know if we get it or not, but it's on the calendar, October 24th. So we shall see. October 24th, we shall see. And all of this stuff. See, like if we get backdated non-farm payroll data, if we get a bunch of backdated data, that's what's not going to be fun. That's what I mean by like if we get flooded all of a sudden with a bunch of economic data that the market was not really thinking about, and it's not as bullish as we've already started to move towards, then we'll have to see. But that's where we are. Let's take a look at. Actually, before we do anything else, we can take a look at Miss Cleo. If I was in Restream, I would cue an intro, but since I'm not, this is the forecast, and if you're in the server, sing it. There's no words to the song. There's no words. But this is how it works, right? So we get the theme card. Just comedic relief. Take it for what you will. I don't remember it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There it is, Thursday. Thursday is the canary in the coal mine. Yeah. So this looks good. 10 of cups is a lot of cups. We start with 3. Then we have a whole lot tomorrow. I don't think I've ever seen this one. This High Priestess card. B plus J. We are, but I think Thursday start. So this card is the tower card. We either build a tower or we've already built a tower, and then we fall off of it, which looks like Friday is a fall, because all I can tell you now is that we had 1, 2, 3, we had 9 like coins, and then we had 4 at the end. That's what I see. So 9 and then 4, and there's a tower in between. So maybe this Wednesday is flat. Tower could be like a pop and then drop, and then carry on through Friday. That's what this looks like. I don't know what she says. So anyways, theme card is the 9 of Cups. So 10 of Swords brought Final Death last week, and we now react to a 9. I don't know about this Final Death, but similar setup to crypto. Like, seriously, just continuation rather than mean reversion, but only on a light scale. Symbolizes greed and a sense of resting on old achievements rather than creating. So we're resting on our laurels this week. Since we can't really trade, or a lot of people can't trade, that makes sense anyways. This week could be much about nothing. You know, funny thing, last week felt super choppy, right? So like midweek, we had really good headlines, and then it just got all taken away at the end. And by the end of the day, if you looked at where we started the week and where we ended the week, like we really didn't move at all. So I don't know. A little pop and then drop, but we still have coins. That's all I saw. That's for sure what I saw. All right, Monday, 3 of Cups. King doesn't tell us much. Indicates celebration of some kind. Yeah. Likely financial success. Look for mean reversion from Friday's close. Chop and trend. Well, we're trending. That's for sure. I don't know about that. But okay, Tuesday. Today's a bullish day. It's a bullish market. Tomorrow, dips supported as long as Mondays is flat or green. Otherwise, trend lower is likely. So no turnaround Tuesday. Matches the theme card in value and energy, so I think it will be more energetic than it normally is. All right. Also bring culmination of this energy and pivot on Wednesday. I would not expect an upside rally. On Wednesday or today? I don't know. She's not. I think we can continue tomorrow. Sorry, Miss Cleo. I might inverse you. As long as we don't go too high today. We'll see. Wednesday's the High Priestess. The card should bring mean reversion with energy equal to the day before it. So Tuesday is equal to Wednesday, but opposite. Wednesday is equal to Tuesday, but the opposite. All right. Means red trend Tuesday brings green trend here. Chop brings more chop, etc. This card has tendency to surprise as well. So don't get too comfortable. Trust your intuition. What you see isn't always what you get. Fair. This is so Netflix Tuesday night, Wednesday Tesla, Wednesday night Tesla. We're heading into peak earnings, which usually is chop anyways. Thursday, the tower. Dun dun dun. Pretty simple. Riding high. If we're riding high on green energy into Thursday, then this is the day that the tower collapses. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a fairly strong rally to set up a decent short the day after or later. Quite trendy. Absolutely follow momentum. Intel. I don't know if Intel earnings is gonna be a market mover, man. That's true. Friday, this one suggests that we're clinging so tightly to our possessions that we're struggling to gain momentum in any direction. That's not bad. So maybe it's a gap overnight and then stall. If the tower was green, we're selling rallies here. If it was red, it may be a chance to make some money day trading for a bounce. Okay, so either way, if there is I think this would be like if the government opens and we get a flood of data, Friday or Thursday, or overnight Thursday or Friday morning, it might be reactionary for sure. But probably that, and that's what I was thinking too. Like even if that happens, it would probably be a buy the dip type moment. Historically, the tower usually gets followed by mean reversion, so this aligns with most. Yep. Okay. Weird week. Lots of if this then that setup for sure. So that's trading. Keep your eyes on the daily readings and be ready to make the last minute decisions. Great. But there you have it. That is all she wrote. Look at CrowdStrike. Holy moly. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm just going to take a quick read at the index levels. Look at this. SPY all the way back. I don't know why I have two of these. So I was using ADP. Is that actually? No. I was using ADP numbers for now. And this, in the absence of NFP, meaning for the trend, and this was kind of like that box that we've been chopping through right here. If I'm using this box, then what I'm actually using, I'm looking for two plus days of opening and closing or trading, essentially, completely outside of that box. And I didn't actually get that. So here I got one day that opened below, but it closed inside. A second day that opened below, but again closing inside. So that doesn't count. Over here we're opening inside, closing inside, neutral day. Today is the first day that we're outside, but I'm opening below. I'm probably going to close above. My upside target is more like 673 here, which means that if the tower gives us some kind of a pullback to this 670 type level, you guys can see it right here on the chart. It's pretty obvious. I mean, I say obvious, but there's your resistance line, 669, and right here, that top. So I think any kind of intraday retest and hold, or tomorrow if we get a open above and close above, then we're in the clear. What I didn't have, even down here on like the most bullish day, open below, close above, open above, close below. I don't have a trend, so I'm looking for like a full day closing, like trading outside of this range. So tomorrow is probably going to give us the signal, and today is day trading kind of day. But as long as we can hold this 670 level on SPY, then this looks good. And this 666 is kind of like a center line midpoint. So what I'm going to do right now is just kind of take this and gives us some extensions. So right now that's the this is that 50% extension. 683 right here becomes like a full-blown extension for the remainder of the month for October, which I have two kind of in between. So here we're just retesting prior all-time highs, which we're probably going to get slapped a little bit, or at least chop around and end up trading inside of this box. But again, as long as we're holding, so over here, as long as we're holding, so one, I didn't have it here, one, no, yes, so I got one, no, I got two. This is a bit of a retest, but then I get a headline. Headline knocks me out. I mean, we were already trying to go upside. So to me, I think this finally, all of this recent chop has just kind of been steady dip buy, slow dip buy. In this kind of range, the 650 type range, which is not even that big of a dip, but we shall see. If we retrace and extend beyond this entire thing, there it is. Yeah, sevens. That's like an attempt to get into the sevens for SPY. We'll see. We shall see. Looks good for now, but we're going to run into a little bit of overhead resistance here in a little bit. Let me just measure something real quick. So from a weekly perspective, that puts 680. You probably can't see this. 680 as an average week's range right here for an entire week. Upside. If for whatever reason stuff doesn't work out, an average week's range to the downside is 653, which is essentially exactly where we just came from. So worst case scenario, 655. I think there's a little bit of a fair value down here that we, for whatever reason, if we get hit by some nasty headlines, that'll probably be a nice little bounce spot. But for now, this looks like upside targets nearly acquired, and from here I will need to see some kind of either extension or pullback, retrace, and then extension. Something like that. So that's SPY. QQQ is going to be super similar. Yep, exceeding, like very similar. These were my upside targets, 615. And these are like swing targets if we do get continuation, which, look at that. Looks like Q's is leading the pack. Definitely led the pack on the recovery. It was stronger last week too. We are at all-time highs on QQQ. We're very nearly a couple pennies away. CRM analysis today. Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, go ahead, drop some tickers in the free chat if you want to do that. I know I had I know I had orcl, nbis, and was it hood? No. Forgot what the other one was. Oh, you guys are just going crazy. GEV. Oh, CoreWeave. So orcl, nbis, CoreWeave. And then I'll hit these for sure. Reddit. I like this. I'm just gonna go. SMCI JD, yeah, I'll take that one. Marvell, I'll take that from JR. GEV, I'm gonna skip just because it's earnings. Cool. What's up with Constellation Brands? ionq I'll do because you were up there first, and adbe we'll take a look at. ETH is in there. Grab I have resting orders at 520. I'm sorry, 525. Micron. All right. BRKB. There's a stat on that. But not for trade. I think earnings. So I can do TA, but like if they have earnings, the only TA I can do is going to get you up to the earnings report, but not after. Oh. All right, Amazon. I'm in an Amazon trade. Lennar for sure looks like. Cool wants a. Did you miss HD? Swing in 10. Oh no, Donk, I'm not doing that. ITB. HT was like a January call for like over 400. Well over 400. The extension. All right, so one last check. I think I got enough there that was going to take us. Oh my God, diamonds are ripping. Are these alt? So diamonds are a little bit different setup. That's through here. Well, because they have more overhead. This is industrials. I still have a Boeing trade on. 470 nearly is where that can go. I'm just slightly underneath the actual last high and grabbing this little fair value. And then if biotech and home builders, if biotech and regionals really catch fire, this is very much IWM, but she's a choppy basket case. I'll tell you that much. That's in the 265s. She is choppy. She does what she does. We call this the redheaded stepchild on some random. Call that the redheaded stepchild of the market because, yeah, she's that one just does what it does. I guess still a little cautionary tale here is the dollar. It's just basing out. So I would just say watch this coming down. I would like to see the dollar fail. Dollar comes down here. That is good. And we see that break through, at least for near-term equities. Probably not good long-term, but that's, again, this gold trade, I don't know if anybody's trying to short this or what. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like you'd just be better off trying to pick a spot, but dude, the spots are just so minuscule. I guess there was your spot. Right there. Retest. Friday. And bounce. That would have been a pretty clean technical bounce. But this thing is on another level. I mean, 2 years just straight vertical line. Do you guys have Archie? Apple was at targets. All right, how did I get here? What are we doing? DXY. And that's gold. I'll do ETH and Biddy really quick because they're kind of like index level viewpoints. I had 35 on my bingo card for a flusher of Ethereum. We got into 38 and I didn't have my resting orders out. So hopefully you guys did. Today, or just what is this, Friday's bottom here? That's usually what you want to see. But the concern here is that you're still not making relative highs. It was a good bounce. I think with crypto, the tendency would be to chop, maybe make another bounce, and then head up towards these highs, which is 47s. But here, I'll just, one cautionary statement on Ethereum is that if this is not done, it should still make it all the way up. I think you need to be long here. With being open-minded enough to like, all right, know that, hey, look, my actual discount entry price is going to be towards 28s down here. And what you're really kind of looking for, so if this is our carwv Bart Simpson, this should go sideways, and then we should get the inverse carwv. And it could be really quick, but the concern is that if this does not get over 4,000, let's say 4,100, you could still be doing this, and then it could still do that. So if it doesn't break these new highs on whatever this next press is, whatever it is, you really want this 4,800 area, not just this 44, but you really want this 4,800 area to actually break, like in strength, and hold, like this, and then go. That's the only way this is going to be really out of the weeds. Otherwise, you're just kind of still at risk for a larger Bart Simpson, which again puts me in the spot of like, just be open to that. I know that, in my opinion, this is not a great discount, but this is a great discount to me. If something like that were to happen, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, that's what it would look like. I don't have a reason for that to happen, but I don't have a reason for a lot of things to happen until they're there. So you never know. For now, this is where we are. And the best case scenario near term would be this slop and chop, and then build a new base in that 36 to 35 kind of area for E, which is good. Sideways action, looking at some of the DATs, the treasuries, digital treasuries, consolidating. That's what MicroStrategy did back in the day before Bitcoin went on a run. MicroStrategy would go up first, and then Bitcoin, for whatever reason, would actually follow behind. It was always wild to see that. Last one, and then we'll get into it. So Biddy. Yeah, so Biddy is very similar. The equivalent drop on Biddy is going to be 90s. Low 90s. 92s. What if we get the inverse Homer? Yeah. So that's the biggest concern, is that, okay, you do have a lower low, but you also have a higher high, which near term, and I think Ethereum is a very similar chart. This is another broadening formation. It's good, it's bullish longer term, but the ride to get there could be choppy, which means that we could just hug this for a bit, like the inverse SoFi, until you finally get out of it, and then do see those kind of longer moves. Look, if everybody's super mega long, it's going to be really hard for this thing to actually work, because who else is going to buy if everybody's super mega long? You usually want to go along when everybody's like said, oh, the highs are in. I'm not going to make my liquidation back. I can't make my money back on this asset. Let me move on to something else. That's usually the time when you do want to step in and things actually do end up turning around, which might be in that low 90s kind of area. Not super bearish, but I'm just saying that would be actually a decent dip for a later on rip. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna scroll up in the chat. See, where did I start with? So some of you guys are on. So ionq, donk has, ionq. These are quantum names. Quantum getting a little bit of bid. I saw some this morning. This is not a bid. I see what you're talking about. These things are wild. These are more like day trading vehicles, so I wouldn't front run this in any stretch of the imagination, in any way. You do have a little bit of a double top here. I would just be more reactionary on something like this. So there's your double top, which means that from here to here, that's your kind of neckline, etc. And then that gives me a downside target, which I think is right there. Yeah, of literally right here. So for now, this pattern is mostly full, meaning this double top pattern, which makes it harder to press to the downside. Further downside would be 50s, and then yeah, this does have 40s on it. 53s matches up with, looks like this guy, whatever that wick is, somewhere in here. Let me get one more. Yeah, I guess 53 would be the next area that I might. If you're short, that's fine. But otherwise, this looks more like you're going in here, breach that 50-day, and then possibly go base sideways. But I'm not. That's more like a day trader. To me. If you lose it, then you're coming in hot. I like to see these coming down. It's probably more bullish. Adobe. Let's see. Little stick. When do these guys have earnings? Not for a long time. December. Adobe's like, I don't know what the short interest is on something like this. Clearly a little double bottom. This is like a CRM chart, man. This is rough. And this is kind of like that falling, we call it falling wedge or whatever. I think you could bounce a little bit, but you're probably going to get slapped with there. You're probably going to get slapped 350. Large dollar bounces, but it's pretty illiquid unless you're trading equity. I guess it depends on the time frame too. Like how long are you planning on holding something like this? Right now, near-term bounce would be into that 350. If you're really, really, really lucky, maybe 357, but that would be it. And then the shorts are going to come in hot. You might even get this, but just remember, be careful of these kind of things, because this could go sideways for a while, similar to CRM, and you might even have some kind of catalyst that makes a little bounce look really constructive, and then all of a sudden you get something like this, and it locks in a higher high and a higher low, but it still goes sideways until something gives it a reason to move. You need a catalyst. Just being undervalued has not been enough for this guy, for sure. Much longer term. I still have 275. right in here. So if you're thinking super long term, I mean, you're probably okay, but this could continue to play out down to 270s to the downside. I'm not super bullish here. This was the last low. If this was the last low, we'll do it this way. Then the low before the last low has to clear. That is here at 340. So this order block right here is probably why you're getting some kind of a bounce. Yeah, so 338, which is what we've been seeing here. The only issue is, can it get through? And yeah, around 350 to 355 is where I think you would expect to see some resistance, which is super minuscule on the chart, long term. So it depends on your time horizon. Oracle. So this spot right here, that 270 was, I know, a pretty good pullback from a day trading for like a very near term trade perspective. So that's this entire move, low to high, almost like penny, like to the penny, right there. And so if we do the same exercise, it's essentially, if this is the last low here, then where's the low right before the very last low? So it's there. There you go. And that's why you see this kind of move. And this little trick, doing this is, it's really the trick to, where is your, if this is going to be something like that, where would this right shoulder show up at? It's always going to be right over here, the last low or the high, and then you look for the one right before that. Same thing. Just inverse it. Meaning, like, if this was a bearish chart, I would still, and I wanted to go bearish, I would do the same kind of thing. If this was the last high, I would look for the high right before the last high. And that's where I would expect that. But in this instance, we are potentially looking upside. So it's a good spot, actually. It's not a bad spot at all. In terms of risk rewards, which means that you would have to have a hard stop 267, which is pretty far away from where it is today. It's like $10 away. So for this to be a near-term trade, you would have to have some, this would have to be multi-weeks, any way you slice it, not really a day trade. And that's really just if you do get to make a run towards these highs. It's really like this, potentially. And you'd want to see something like that. 304 is your upside resistance here after you get through 285. So 285 first. If you're lucky, 285 holds. All right, then for sure you're going to 304. So this area is probably a better risk reward. You're definitely more out of the chop. Where it's probably a better day trade. Here is like, I can take a small shot with a fairly defined risk, but know that it's possible that falls out. nbis. Before this breakout, that's actually, this is an old chart. That's what I was looking for. That has happened. Okay. And since then, what do we do? Oops, wrong tool. So I'm going to do two. So one, this near-term trend is, I think, broken. I think I picked it up just because it's got a lot of catalysts, and I don't know when the next round of like whatever is going to come through. So it's more speculation. These options, my God, are crazy expensive. So as an options trader, it's very sad to see that I just can't I can't justify taking trades on this thing very often. 107 is essentially this pullback from here. From this deal to that high, 107 is right in here. A retest as well. So I like it. I would caution this with that. Caution this with that. This is not strong. Like it's not strong support. So it's good for a near-term bounce. Is it something that's going to launch this all the way higher? No, probably not. Not unless there's some other fundamental catalyst that goes along with it. Otherwise, this could just be more like sideways until it's over 513 or 113. So 113 to 135, that's about a $10 range. That's tradable. In the meantime, looks like you're going to fill in this 107 kind of session gap near term. Oh, it looks like you did already. But I don't hate it. Just based on this pullback here. Is it super strong support? No, it's not. Let me see what would be. I mean, 90s is definitely going to be better. I don't think this gap fills in, but you never know. 102. So 102. If you lose this, I'm seeing a couple things. So if you lose that, you're probably getting to 102. Should be more interesting. But if you lose 102 with any kind of strength, that is definitely high probability of happening if this can't get back over 107 if you lose it. So in that little box, I would just be a little cautious here. I don't mind picking it up as close to 105 as possible. Really like 107, 108 is fine. But below 105 is that's trouble zone. Below 105, coming down to 90s is it's a higher probability, near for sure probability, tradable probability, imminent. But we'll see. SMCI, I have 60 and change on this guy. Look, I think we're still just building. SMCI still got all this, scar tissue to deal with. This is where we are here. This is your liberation day, kind of level 49.79. There. Which really we held. Yeah, close to it. Not quite. But yeah, all of this is just kind of testing these tops. I don't know that it's like I need to jump out. This is like I have pretty good certainty that that's going to happen. And how we get there. So that's 70 for your major resistance. And if I have this, and I have 65 to 70 as the general upside resistance here. In the meantime, looks like we're dealing with this little order block right here at 60. And on the most recent push, I have some gaps. I think this one here. I don't mind this at all. So here to here is a little block. 54 to 51. Where this is what? July? We're in July. It started to chop around. I remember this trade. In this trade. Anybody in my group probably remembers this trade. That's a big move, but it got slapped pretty hot, pretty heavy. This right here was at 51. That was I remember this because this is the last time I got burnt on SMCI. This was a over the weekend offering, which actually got like instantly bought up here and had retested this prior consolidation range. I remember being in this trade, and this was I feel like that was a Friday. It doesn't look like it was a Friday on the chart, but whatever day, something like this, I got burnt on an offering, or it might have been this one. Oh, this was the Friday offering. Here. That I got burnt on. But this kind of trajectory, and I think we're in this. So 52 to 54 is that support kind of area. Moving forward, I'd like to see it continue to hold. So can it test? Yeah. And chop. As long as it's holding that 54, that's even better. That'd be bullish, but just know it's possible that this still kind of goes sideways and does its own thing. This is not a short-term trade for me. mrvl. So some like Astera, mrvl not doing it today. Oh, ooh, that's not a bad pullback. Interesting pullback though on mrvl 85s. I think this has a lot to do with the Broadcom news because these are custom silicon chips and manufacturers. So a lot of the custom silicon stuff is not getting a lot of love because of the Broadcom news, and so that's a bit of your concern. I think this is fine. You got earnings coming November, end of November. There's this little area here that'll probably continue to bounce off of. Look, if this is it at 85, that's the most bullish hold. Do I want to brace for a pullback? No. It would be. I guess if this fails. So if 85 fails in strength, and definitely 81, 82. If this area here fails in strength, then for sure we're likely going to 70s again, which would suck, but again, not that big of a thing for me, depending on your time horizon, I guess, mostly equity at this point, and any recent trades I've trimmed pretty heavily, but that's where it is. Otherwise, it's possible that this continues on, but I'd want to see this 85 hold. I definitely want to see that 85 hold. A bit of a move coming into earnings. Yeah. I'm just gonna stay the course on this guy. I don't know. Octa Cava. Octa's probably good for a little bounce, but it's not going anywhere big. That's just tradable. I'm not going to trade it. Small addressable market. It's very small. Cava is still very much sideways. This thing slapped and then just kind of like grind lower. It's okay. Unless there's option flow that goes with this that tells me something big is coming. Which there's not. I don't want to touch these. Stars, constellation. You guys are in the dumper. So a lot of these staples have a lot of like dollar risk, what's the word? Currency risk. So it's kind of hard for them, especially if we have a lot of like if their costs are going up, but they're not able to raise prices in kind. It's gonna be rough. This does not look great, dude. No. This constellation is wild. I think you wait and don't anticipate on this. That's really ugly chart. I kind of have some mixed signals on this one. This almost feels like UPS. 145. I mean, I would wait till it's way over 145. Otherwise, this looks like you could get slapped right now with another downside move. He's okay. He cannot get below 138. But if he gets below 138, it's going to gap below, and you're not going to be able to stop it because it's just going to open down here one day, and then it's just going to free fall. So unless you already got it down here, I would probably let this one play out a little bit longer. 145 is 150 and 145. This is 145 from over here. So you have this order block, which is way far away. And then 150. Otherwise, this could be choppy. And it could just be like a little bit like this. Like you're going grinding, and then you get that. And then if that holds, maybe that presses through. So I think you're, basically I'm saying I think you're here. So to take it here now could be walking right in front of this, which might be a better spot. I don't really know what the story would be here. Yeah, 137, essentially. Like a must hold. All right, core weave. I said we'd look at this one. Really trying, man. Really trying to get through this level. I think this is longer term too. So this is, I think, where so this was earnings and I think an insider lockup. So whoever's stuck here is still clearly like selling. So whoever sold here is still in the way. So this is 1, call this 2, you might have 3, and then something else down the line. Which means that in the near term, I'm just gonna highlight it. It's right here. This is gonna be your best case hold. But again, not really strong. Why is it sounding like I'm bearish today? What's going on? You know, 120s. I'm just looking for areas that you could pick up. I like this spot the most, which is 102, which would be like if that sets you up. I like that the most, but hopefully that's not like a before earnings. It's 108s. And that would set up like a really nice little launch pad. You see in this. And we'll see. Interesting thought. Just a thought. If this is 1, if this is 2, if this is 3. Let's just say, because this is what an actual head and shoulders looks like in real life. 1, 2, 3. So essentially, you have left shoulder comes down to neckline, head, neckline. Right shoulder. Neckline. almost say that this isn't really breach. This is going to be interesting. This doesn't really breach till you're below 125. So this is what it would look like to most people right here. And the reason it's usually like the fourth attempt is a go is because if this reclaims, what's this level? 130? I would probably take this long. I like this because if this 130 reclaims, what happens is that this little head and shoulders, which you guys know I'm not a pattern trader. I know patterns, you have to know patterns, but I don't, when I say I'm not a pattern trader, what that means is like what that means is I don't take trades based on patterns. Unless it's a failed pattern, which I like those a lot more because this would be a failed head and shoulders, which is probably the most bullish setup that you could get. And I would prefer that. So I'll watch this as an interesting spot. Call it over 128, 129. Otherwise, realistically, why is this doing this? Your full extension is going to be into that 102. Which, fun fact, the reason people like head and shoulders patterns is because when they do trigger, the probability of you getting to here is like 80 something percent. Fun fact. But that trigger level is 126.50. Here. It's not there. So here's where it could fall apart or it actually happens. So you're a little late. This is a monitor type trade. Yeah, something's coming. Something's brewing for sure. But if this attempts to get back up to that 140 area, like if this starts to bounce, that's going to be more bullish than not. Because I love to see me a good failed head and shoulders. My crew knows that for sure. GD. Looking good. It's a break. Oh, this looks really good. Chinese coming. I'm not going to touch this. This is what I just did here. This is kind of like this. For this area, it's point of control for this volume weighted point of control for that general area. This is kind of like right where it's bouncing. A little headline driven, so sentiment can make things go a little haywire. Over the 50, you still have the 20 to get through. You got singles day and earnings. Singles day on the 11th, I believe, right? And then earnings right after that. So where we go with this? Oh yeah. So the bear zone. So if JD can hold 33 and a half, then we go to 34 and a half. That's it though. For this. Because then what you want to see, that's going to be the 20 day. Then you're going to see this. This is really interesting. We have a fair value, 35 here. So this is the bear zone. It's a bearish. This is a bearish retracement. So to track the recovery, I want to know where a good bull knows where the bears are always hibernating, like rule of thumb, but real rule at the same time. And so as long as 33.68 holds, the next stop here should be 34 and a half, which is real cautionary. because you have a lot of, we'll have to see what happens at that point. You have a lot of overhead resistance right over here. But if we can hold that, this should be green. And get through 30, call it 34, 75, maybe 35 if you want to be really bullish. That's in here. And what you're looking for is to get through this little order block and this next little. At that point, what you're doing is you're back up in this consolidation box. And you have two spots here. There's another fair value. You could see all the way through there. And then you're talking with that trajectory. So no need to go out, rush to do this. This is going to be a launching pad here over 34.5. With this trajectory, then you're actually talking about this whole pullback being a consolidation, which there's your 40. Maybe you get 1, 2, 3, whatever. There's your 40 before the end of the year. And then extensions 45, which this purple line, that's a 200-week simple moving average. That would be ideal. Just barely going to make it by January. Maybe. BRKB is, that's Berkshire. I think sometimes it's tradable. It could be tradable. I don't know, because this is more of a sentiment because of Buffett. Like there's the stat. I don't remember the stat here. This is interesting. I think it's a back half stat, back half of the year. This is a good spot. I think you're okay for an ad. I think it's a seasonal thing. Yield max. BRKC. I didn't know they had that. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. 80% of the time. So November is in fact Berkshire's best month of the year. That's what I was. So this is a 6-year since 2020. That's exactly what I was looking for. So not only is it green 80% of the time, the average change was 6% for the month of November. So seasonally, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I remember. Side note, it's very similar for CRM right now. November. Oh, October 67. November 7.66. Average change. It's their best quarter coming into the best quarter. I think we're already here. October, November. But yeah, so Berkshire, yeah, I think that's a good call. Actually, it's rare that we get a chance to trade this one, but it is in a good spot. I'll take a look at this. I love the spot. I really like the spot. I like it as a retest here. It's a multi-week swing, but you have earnings coming. So Berkshire doesn't tend to move a whole lot on earnings. 1.8, 4.1, 2.2%. You guys probably can't see this. They don't really move a whole lot. Here's a lot last November, down 2.181%. So you might have it after earnings. I don't know just what happened. What just happened to this? -2%. Oh, it's not showing me. After that. That's fine. It's an interesting one for sure, but it might be little before, a little after. So we're in the financials. JP Morgan, yeah, that's a quarterly retrace, 292. Post earnings, this looks decent. I think you still chop around sideways. Depending on how volatility is, it might be worse than $300 calendars time spreads. You want to see this hold over 303. This was that. A 291, 292 is a really good like retest right here. And this is the whole kind of area that is generally retesting. Overhead though, this is the issue. So like if I just move that, you still have to deal with this cohort, that cohort, and what do these people do? Do they sell, or does it come back up and get through? So it's possible. In reality, what happens here is that this tends to go sideways and then makes a decision later, whether it's up or down, but a little consolidation, and then tends to make a decision later. So that's why I was like, 300 calendars, time spreads. I would probably put some time on my side on that. Amazon, and they were gonna call it off the 200-day. I got my 210s right here. That was the level I was looking for. So I bought the stock. That's all I can tell you. I bought the stock, man. It's still, if this can get through, remember where they were, I was kind of laughing at the bears this last time, and then they ended up having the last laugh, although maybe not, because I already had this 210 area in mind anyways. For a spot where I would get a little bit longer. I think this is the box that we're trending in. I think you could do, again, it's very hard unless you're day trading here. I think for anybody with more than a couple weeks viewpoint, they could probably help. It might be helpful to learn a little bit about time spreads, meaning I think this gets back to attempting to make these highs, which puts it back at 225. And we're going to know that once we're over 216.5. So essentially, once we're over this area, which we're testing right now, if that can get through, it's going to be simple as chop, 221, and then you might even make a little something like this pre-earnings, maybe, which is into the 225s. And then post-earnings, that's when you're gonna, so this is the bearish retracement. So we gotta remember that. Bearish retracement. Post-earnings, you could have a gap that may deal with this upper end 236s. So again, depending on your time frame, but then this will start to chop. So you're gonna have one, unless this just gaps completely through. But at that point, it's gonna be TBD, because this could either go back down and you're still dealing lower end, in which case that will probably not hold, and you'd want to see something sub 200s, or you gap up all the way up through, and then you end up going this route, which this route is sets up for a 275 plus for next year. And so the trajectory would be a chop. Maybe not a Google type push, but you never know. Amazon is one that does move big time on earnings. So a pre-earnings run here now would be expected to get into that 225 type area. ITBK. That's the ETF. So home builders, fun fact, my fact is that home builders lead semis. People think that semis lead the market, but I truly believe that home builders do. And I truly believe that home builders lead semis. I say fun fact, that's just my fun finding. So yeah, I absolutely want to watch this cohort. Absolutely. It's kind of on the mend, but it's up to a little bit of a consolidation area. I think this can go sideways, but if this gets over 105 and a half, you're very much on the mend. This might have a lot to do with the data that might get released if the government comes back online. This is that first bearish retracement here. So good bull from this swing high, swing low. Good bull knows where the bears are. The bears are sitting here waiting. Well, they're slamming it right now. So let's say this does continue. That would be 1, 2. Where is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I like it. Look at that. That's I like to see that one. Like my sound effects. But like to there 109s, and then we'll have to see. Yeah. This is the trajectory. That's it. That's the one. That's what I would have in store here. All right. So I think power hour starting. I'm gonna call it here for now, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and see if. Oh, yeah, Reddit. You're right. Reddit, I was liking this. So the bears to me were fading on this whole trajectory down. The thing to me was that the downside was getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I was kind of looking for this little downside wick, and sure enough, it got it. I didn't take this trade. I think this trade is good though for a near term. So here's my one caution. Remember that little trick of if I'm going to be bullish, two things. The bears will absolutely jump in at 253.07, because if this was the high, if this was the last high, the high before the very last high is here, 253.07, which means that you can take this, you go here. At that point, you need to be very cautious of this right here. Let me see if I can get some confluence. Boom. So I would 245. I would probably exit stage left or be extremely cautious anywhere between this area. So, but for now, over 207. Look, this can kind of chop in here. I think you get this kind of move before earnings, which is when. So this is more of a trade. It's not an investment setup. This is a trading setup. End of October, I think this happens like immediately, sooner than later. and this push could take you into the 245. So I like this for a bounce play. Is it a full-blown reversal? Hard to say, but this looks like a good bounce spot, especially over that 206 level. You could probably start day trading that because that's going to get real violent, real fast. You know how she does. Reddit, she'd be like that. All right, guys, I got to take a break. Power hour starting. I'm going to take a look at the market and see where we go. SMCI looks good. I think day one on news usually get a little bit of follow through. So I don't think this stops today. Just my 2 cents. What is it? 3 white soldiers? Somebody help me out. 3 white what? Not mice. I still don't use these patterns. But usually 3 green days in a row. 1, 2, and then the third day would be that. Boom, boom, boom. It was soldiers. I was right. All right. That would be ideal. Does that mean we're taking a short-term SMCI trade again? I don't know. How much SMCI can one man have? Son of a bitch. All right, guys. I'm gonna lock this down for a bit. I'm gonna take a break. I'll hang out in the server, but yeah. Appreciate you guys jumping in, and it has been real. Hasta.